Hey guys, welcome back to another Mr. Tendy video. My name is Mr. Tendy, and today I want to give you guys a little bit of a story time, and I hope you guys can learn from this massive stock mistake I made. Let's get into it. All right guys, this all started in March when the market started to tank because of the pandemic. And what happened was I had about 15 shares of VOO, which is the Vanguard S&P 500 index. And what happened was the price was around, I think like 290, 285. And I started kind of freaking out. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be so bad. Like, it started tanking. Like, that's every day. That's when like the breakers were going off on the stock market every day. And I was just like, oh, it's gonna be a disaster. I might as well get out.
Thursday was the biggest drop since '87. Friday, the biggest pop since '08. And guess what? We're back down.
So I sold at like I think it was like 280. I sold all my shares. And this was the first big mistake. Because a couple days later, it actually recovered a little bit. It was back at like 290. I'm like, oh man, I want to make my money back because I was down already like $300 because I sold. So I bought back in at 295 or 290, and then from there it just plummeted. So that was my first mistake. It's much better just to hold on because now the market, we're in October and the market is skyrocketing. It's S&P 500 is pretty much the highest it's ever been. So if I just didn't sell and I hold on to that, I'd be up like $200, $300 right now. But unfortunately, I'm basically break even now from the March lows because of my mistake. Now, the second mistake I made was even worse than that. So when I saw the market tank, I thought it was a good idea to buy some short stocks. So the stock I bought was TVIX, which is the Velocity Shares 2 times leveraged ETF, which basically tracks the VIX. And what happened was I bought it at like $1. Every morning it was so unpredictable what the price was going to be. By 12 o'clock that day, the price was at $930, and my account basically almost fully recovered from the March drops. My account was at probably like $1,600 in Robinhood, and then all of a sudden it was like back at like $1,900. It was crazy. And then what happened was I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna let it ride. So I go to bed that night. I wake up the next day. TVIX stock is back at like $800. So I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna skyrocket like up to $1,300 or something. I'm just gonna hold it. And lo and behold, it was like below like $200. So I ended up selling for a loss. So that was a massive mistake. I think it was just a massive mistake that I was investing in something. I wasn't 100% sure exactly what it was. I just knew it was shorting the market, but it turns out it wasn't shorting the market. It was tracking the volatility index, which is a different thing. So that knowledge of what you're investing in is incredibly important. And I didn't really have experience really with shorting stocks or the volatility index before. So it's definitely something that you gotta research before you invest in. I think it was such a panicking time, and I was such a new investor at that time that I didn't know what to do. So I tried to make my money back quick, and it definitely did not work. Definitely the buy and hold strategy is the way to go. Definitely learn a lesson not to sell stocks when the market's sinking, and instead on run days you should be buying and getting those discounts on stocks that you love. And now I'm actually glad I went through that experience because it's something I learned. It's not the best situation, but at least I didn't lose thousands and thousands of dollars. So now I'm back up to basically where I was before. So I'm not really regretting it, but it's just a good lesson, and I hope you guys can learn from that. Make sure you know what you're investing in, and make sure that you're kind of confident in your investments. I just wanted to make this video to tell you guys about a crazy story, and I hope you guys can learn from it. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe. Leave some comments below about your biggest stock mistakes, and I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.